You're walking down a dimly lit street on Halloween night. The wind is cold, the air smells like fallen leaves, and then you see it. A black cat sitting perfectly still under a street lamp staring right at you. Your heart skips a beat. Should you cross the street? Turn back? Or maybe, just maybe, that cat isn't there to curse you at all. For centuries, black cats have been feared, worshipped, burned alive, and blamed for everything from plagues to shipwrecks. But here's the twist. Half the world thinks they're bad luck, and the other half believes they bring fortune and protection. So what's the truth? Are black cats cursed creatures of darkness, or are they just misunderstood animals caught in the web of human superstition? Today, we're separating myth from reality. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why black cats became the face of Halloween, what history really says about them, and whether you should actually be worried the next time one crosses your path. But before we start, if you love mysteries, myths, and untold stories like this, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling me what topic you want me to cover next. Now let's get into it. Let's go back about 4,000 years to ancient Egypt. If you lived there and owned a black cat, you weren't just a pet owner, you were blessed. Egyptians didn't just like cats, they worshipped them. The goddess Bastet, protector of homes and bringer of fertility, was often shown as a woman with a cat's head, or simply as a black cat herself. These animals weren't just sacred, they were divine. There's a reason Egyptian families treated their cats better than most people treat their relatives today. If someone killed a cat, even by accident, the punishment was death. When a family cat died, the entire household would shave their eyebrows as a sign of mourning. They'd mummify the cat and hold elaborate funerals. Archaeologists have found entire cat cemeteries with thousands of mummified cats buried with food, toys, and treasures for the afterlife. Black cats specifically were seen as the ultimate good luck charm. Having one in your home meant protection from evil spirits, good harvests, and prosperity. Sailors would bring cats on ships, believing they'd calm storms and ensure safe voyages. Farmers loved them because they killed rats and protected grain stores. For thousands of years across multiple ancient civilizations, Egypt, Phoenicia, and parts of Greece, black cats were revered. So what changed? How did we go from worshiping these creatures to burning them alive? The answer lies in the rise of Christianity and the Catholic Church's growing power in medieval Europe. Around the 13th century, Pope Gregory IX issued a papal decree that would seal the fate of black cats for centuries. In 1233, he declared that black cats were associated with devil worship and witchcraft. The church claimed that Satan appeared to his followers as a black cat, and that witches used these animals as familiars, demonic spirits in animal form that helped them cast spells. Suddenly, the same creature that had been protected by law in Egypt was now hunted across Europe. Owning a black cat could get you accused of witchcraft, and we all know what happened to accused witches. Between the 14th and 17th centuries, Europe went through one of its darkest periods, the witch trials. Tens of thousands of people, mostly women, were accused of witchcraft and executed. And black cats? They were right there with them. The belief was simple but deadly. Witches could transform into black cats to move around undetected at night. These cats were their companions, their spies, their magical helpers. In Scotland during the 1560s, a woman was put on trial simply because she had a black cat in her home. She claimed the cat talked to her and taught her spells. Whether she was mentally ill, coerced, or truly believed, it doesn't matter. She was executed, and so was the cat. Across Europe, thousands of black cats were tortured and killed. In some towns, they were burned in public squares during festivals. In France, it became a tradition to burn bags full of live cats as entertainment. People genuinely believed they were purging evil from their communities. But here's the cruel irony that history loves to deliver. Those cats were actually protecting humans. Cats hunt rats. Rats carry fleas. Fleas carried the bacterium Yersinia pestis, the cause of the bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death. When Europeans mass slaughtered cats during the witch hunt era, the rat population exploded. With no natural predators keeping them in check, Rats infested homes, streets, and grain stores. The result? The Black Death swept through Europe in waves, killing an estimated 25 million people, about 1/3 of the entire population. The very creatures people feared as agents of Satan could have saved millions of lives. Instead, superstition led to one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. Even after the plague, the stigma stuck. By the time European colonists arrived in America, they brought their fear of black cats with them. The Salem witch trials in 1692 included accusations involving cats. The damage was done, and black cats would carry this cursed reputation for centuries. But not everywhere in the world saw them this way. While Europe feared black cats, other cultures told completely different stories. In Japan, black cats are considered symbols of good luck and prosperity. There's even a belief that single women who own black cats will attract more suitors. In Scotland, if a strange black cat appears on your doorstep, it's a sign that wealth is coming your way. English sailors' wives kept black cats at home, believing it would protect their husbands at sea and ensure they returned safely. Even within Europe, beliefs varied wildly. In Germany, if a black cat crosses your path from left to right, it's bad luck, but from right to left, it's good luck. The Celts had their own version, the cat Seath, a fairy creature that looked like a large black cat with a white spot on its chest. It could bless or curse you depending on its mood. So how did black cats become the face of Halloween? That story starts with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, celebrated on October 31st. The Celts believed this was the night when the boundary between the living and the dead was thinnest. Spirits roamed the earth and supernatural creatures walked among humans. Black cats, being nocturnal and mysterious, were thought to be shape-shifted spirits or witches in disguise. When Christianity spread through Celtic lands, Samhain evolved into All Hallows' Eve, what we now call Halloween. The spooky associations stuck. By the Victorian era in the 1800s, Halloween had become a popular holiday, and black cats were everywhere in decorations, greeting cards, and costumes. They were the perfect symbol, mysterious, elegant, and tied to centuries of folklore. Today, that image persists. Walk into any store in October, and you'll see black cats paired with witches, broomsticks, and jack-o'-lanterns. But there's a dark side to this. Animal shelters across the United States refuse to adopt out black cats in the weeks leading up to Halloween. Why? Because some people have used them for cruel pranks or worse. The superstition that was supposed to be fun has put real animals in danger. So here's what we know now. Black cats aren't cursed. They're not lucky either. They're just cats, animals with sleek fur, sharp instincts, and personalities as varied as any other pet. The curse was never theirs to carry. It was ours. We created it out of fear, ignorance, and a need to explain the unexplainable. History shows us how dangerous superstition can be. The same cats that were worshipped in Egypt were burned alive in Europe. The same creatures that could have stopped a plague were killed because people believed they caused it. And today, centuries later, black cats are still the last to be adopted from shelters, still associated with bad luck, still judged by the color of their fur. But things are changing. Social media has given black cats a new spotlight. Millions of people now celebrate them, share their photos, and push back against outdated myths. Science has proven there's nothing sinister about black fur. It's just a dominant gene, nothing more. The next time you see a black cat, especially on Halloween, remember this. The only curse is the one we choose to believe. These animals have survived centuries of human cruelty and misunderstanding. Maybe it's time we finally saw them for what they really are, just cats trying to live their lives like the rest of us. If this story changed the way you see black cats, or if you learned something new today, go ahead and hit that like button. And seriously, drop a comment. Tell me what topic you want me to cover next. Myths, history, unsolved mysteries. I read every single one. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We're just getting started with deep stories like this. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And hey, if you know someone who's still scared of black cats, maybe share this video with them. Let's end the curse one person at a time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.